Hello everybody, welcome back. We are now into the new series, What the Dill Do I Do With This? I would love to encourage you guys to take these ideas and roll with them and add dill anywhere you can. If you love it, go for it. I know it's intimidating when you go to the grocery store and you just want to buy like a little bit of fresh dill, but you gotta buy like a whole freaking bushel of fresh dill. Remember, anywhere that you can use fresh dill, you can also just use dried dill if fresh dill is just something that you can't keep or use fast enough. If you are cooking for more than one person, it is also a lot easier to use up a lot of dill, but for myself, a lot of my recipes are just for one person. So if I am buying a bushel of dill, I am committing to that dill for like the next month. That is all I will be eating. And that's okay. I love dill. I will happily do that any day. So this series will have 5 recipes in 4 weeks for you guys to give a try. Today's recipe is going to be like the best veggie burgers you will ever eat, at least in my opinion. When I go out to restaurants and they don't have a lot of vegan food, I often get the veggie burger and am just sorely disappointed every time, because I'm like, Maddie, why do you do this? You know your burgers are so much better than this. Why do you even bother? And they also cost like a quarter of the price to make. They are lentils and black beans. Like, that's it. Like, probably each burger costs less than $1 to actually make. And I go to a freaking restaurant and I get like no vegan mayo, no vegan cheese, like not even a very good bun, and this crappy frozen pathetic soy burger that costs like $15, and I'm like, for what? For what? So if you too want to avoid the disappointment of restaurant burgers and just want to make your own burger at home, this is for you. I've been wanting to share this recipe with you guys for like a year because I made them like all summer last year. Because in the summer, like burgers, salads, that's my lifeblood. That is like all I eat. I'm also going to show you guys how to incorporate dill onto those burgers, because why not?
First things first is we're going to start with our brown lentils. So you're going to make 1 cup of lentils, even though we're going to use 3/4 of a cup. With those lentils, you're going to want 2 cups of water and 1 cup of vegetable broth. Then just throw those guys on the back burner. It's going to take like 45 minutes for them to cook. So you're going to put that up to a medium-high heat, wait for them to bubble, bring it back down to a simmer at about medium-low heat, and then just let them sit, stir them occasionally until they look like this. You want to make sure they're soft but still have their shape and haven't burnt to the bottom. Next, you're going to want to take your black beans, a whole can of them, rinse, drain them, throw them into a pot with a little bit of water, and steam those guys till they're soft. Moving right along to our dry ingredients, we're going to start with 1/2 cup of rolled oats that are blended until fine in the place of breadcrumbs. In a large bowl, mix the oats with 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, about 1/2 teaspoon of cracked pepper or ground black pepper, a teaspoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of chili powder, and a teaspoon of paprika. Then you're going to just mix it all up with a nice big spoon, and keep that spoon because we're going to use it later. Final step before mixing it all together is to make our flax eggs. So we're going to have 2 flax eggs. So that's 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed with 6 tablespoons of water, and you can either use boiling water or pop that in the microwave for about 30 seconds. In your bowl of dry ingredients, add your steamed beans and your lentils and stir until well coated. When you feel they're well coated, just grab your potato masher and get going on those guys until they are squished right down. When it's pretty mixed, add your flax egg, mix again, squish again, and then just keep going until you've got a nice big ball of meaty dough. Smush all your dough together into your bowl, and you can either put plastic wrap over top, or I have a lid for this bowl, and you're going to put it into the freezer for like 30 minutes to 2 hours until it's cooled down. Once your meaty dough has had time to cool in the fridge, you're going to take it out, make big balls of it, and slap it right onto the skillet. Just leave it for a minute, let it get a little bit warm, and then take your spatula. I suggest putting water on the spatula so they don't stick as bad, and press those down into your desired shape. Once the first side's cooked for a little while and is browned, then you can flip them over, and they're still pretty malleable at this point, so you can just mush them into your desired shape even further. For the sake of the next part, we're going to use some that are actually all ready to go. So after you've flipped them over to their second side, then you're going to add your vegan cheese on top, your Gary if you will, and just leave that to let it melt while we assemble the rest of the burgers. Moving right along to the toppings, we're going to start with a big portobello mushroom. I don't use any oil, I just throw it on the skillet, throw the top over it, and just let it cook. And it seems to work just fine. We're going to start by ruining this healthy recipe with some white olive oil filled buns. And then slap some mustard on there. I like some mayo on the bottom part. And on that vegan mayo, we're going to put some dill. Like this much dill that's been washed. Just place that around on the mayo, some tomatoes, some lettuce, some onions. Then of course we're going to put our beautiful portobello mushroom on there. And once your burgers have been cooked to perfection, oh look at those angels, we're going to put those right on top of the portobello mushroom, and the assembling is complete. Ready for the money shot.
Thank you so much for watching these videos today. I hope that it has been educational and helped you feel a little bit more comfortable buying a giant bushel of dill. If you have any cool dill recipes you want to share with me, please comment below, send me a link, let me know. And if there are any dill recipes you want to see me try to make and show you guys how it turns out, I'm down for that too. If you try any of these recipes, please tag me on Instagram at HereForCatsAndFood. Or you can get a hold of me on Twitter, which I should probably be using more frequently. Either way, I hope you guys give these a try. I hope they inspire you and enjoy your dill meal and fill your dill craving. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and I will see you next time. Bye!